Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. Hope you got a chance to catch Simon and my collaborative solve of pair doku yesterday on the channel. It was great fun. Communicating to some extent with each other about two different puzzles. Each of us could only see one of them, and it's quite an entertaining watch if you haven't already seen it. But today, look at this image on the screen. This is a puzzle created, well, found by 99% Sneaky, who's featured a couple of times, who's featured once on the channel a couple of weeks ago in a puzzle Simon did. But I'm going to have a go at this one today. Yeah, there's a story with it that I will tell you in a moment. Don't forget that on Patreon for now you can still enter our Kraken the Cryptic competition, 6 puzzles themed on the Kraken. We're still getting loads of entries. Very well done to everybody who's achieved the goal there, got to the end of those. They're good fun. We've also got all our apps, and they're proving, as always, very popular. So check out the links under the video for those, and Sven's SUDOKU PAD and our merchandise. And also the link to solve this puzzle. Now, it won't appear quite like this. I will explain what is going on, because 99% Sneaky is apparently not only, well, I think they're giving a, not only a brilliant Sudoku constructor, I was going to say, but also some sort of technician or indeed physicist in a secret location laboratory somewhere, who says, one night you decide to stay late at work to perform some basic experiments to make sure all the lab equipment is functioning properly. While putting away one of the light spectrometers, you knock a stack of papers which had been piled on a co-worker's desk. As you kneel to collect them, you spot an object taped to the underside of the desk. Intrigued, you carefully detach the item and hold it up. Inside, a small vial labelled only as V342, an orange liquid sways and softly glows. The temperature of the vial suddenly jumps dramatically, causing you to flinch and lose hold of it. As the vial impacts against the floor, a blinding light bursts forth and a loud reverberation sounds out. A short while later, you come out of a daze and, what's this? Are those? No, it can't be, can it? Yes, all around the lab, you're perplexingly able to see particles of matter and dark matter. Everywhere, pairs of matter and antimatter swirl, orbiting each other, yet there are also matter particles bouncing around alone. Clearly something's gone awry. In the middle of the room, a prism sits still. A stream of light enters and refracts, although the light emitted appears to be paradoxically brighter. Oddest of all, writing has appeared on the room's main whiteboard, and it reads, normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits separated by a matter particle, a white dot, are consecutive. Digits separated by an antimatter particle, a black dot, are in a 1:2 ratio. Not all particles are given. The sum of the digits along the 7 coloured light beams is equal to double the sum of the digits along the beam of white light in row 7. The prism, the grey line, is cosmetic and does not affect the puzzle. Weird. What could that mean? So that's the image we've been sent. I am going to go instead to this version of the puzzle. Now, you will see some slight differences on what seems to be a Sudoku puzzle in our software. The prism has gone. We're not looking at that because it was only cosmetic. And you may notice that in our software, indigo and violet are now pretty much the same colour, which actually I think that harks back to Isaac Newton dividing the spectrum into 7 colours, because 7 was a mystical and more important number than 6, even though he couldn't really, I suspect, distinguish between indigo and violet. Anyway, I believe that's true, weirdly, but I am going to ignore that for now. We're just going to solve this version of the puzzle. I've retained the grey background and the white line just for fun. And we're going to have a go at 99% Sneaky's puzzle. Do give it a try on the first link out of the video. So this way we're solving it. I'm just going to read the rules again. Normal Sudoku rules apply. So that's 1 to 9 in every row, column and box. Digits separated by a white dot are consecutive. Digits separated by a black dot have a 1 to 2 ratio. The sum of the digits on the 7 coloured 3-cell lines is equal to double the sum of the digits along the white line in row 7. Now, that's got to mean that if you add up all the cells on coloured lines, they're double this sum, because it couldn't mean it for an individual line. So the sum of these 5 digits is half the sum of, I guess, this area of the puzzle. That's what the rules mean. Okay, that's an amplification of the rules. The puzzle's called Mishaps 1 Amplification, and I am going to start it now. Let's get cracking. So is this area, I mean, it's a huge old area. Is that bounded some way? Okay, it's going to add up to a lot more than the basic minimum for this white line, even if that's doubled. So let's assume the maximum for this white line. 98765 is 35. What is the minimum then? That's the thing to compare with for this area. Right, this group of cells, 8 of them in a box, that has to add up to at least 36. You can do that if you know the secret. You can either add 1 plus 2 all the way up to 8 and you'll get to 36. Or you can do it a little bit quicker if you know the secret that every row, column and box in a Sudoku adds up to the same number. The number's 45, okay? And then take out the biggest number. So 36 there. And then you could have another 1 there, 37. We're going for the minimum. 1, 2, 3 there gets us up to 43. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in row 3 gets us up to 58. 1, 2, 3, 4 in row 2 gets us up to 68. And that would be twice 34. So 34, this is now either 34 or 35. It definitely features 9, 8, 7 and 6. These add up to either 68 or 70, because it must be double something. So there are 2 degrees of freedom by this calculation. And this, therefore, well, 2 degrees of freedom that, oh no, I was going to say must get used up together. That's not true. Anyway, there are 2 degrees of freedom. This could be 1, which would be minimal, or if it used the degrees of freedom, it could be 2 or 3. This is on the other end of the spectrum. I didn't even do that deliberately. This is 9, 8 or 7, because 9 is what it wants to be to keep this minimal, but there are 2 degrees of freedom. This is, maybe there's another way of cutting this up. See, is it fair to assume that if that's 1, 2, 3, I suppose you can have 3 1, 2, 3s on the lines. Oh, what if I took that box, didn't I, as one box? What if I take this? Let me just see if I come to a different or a larger total. So 36 at a minimum there. 21 at a minimum there, and we're up to 57. Then 6 there, 1, 2, 3, and 6 here, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that gets us up to 69, and 1 there is 70, and that is there's no degrees of freedom. That's how I should have done it. I should have taken this box, because that puts a 6 in this group of cells. And previously we only had a 5 maximum, so it is bigger. I don't quite understand how it's 2 bigger, but it clearly is. This is a 1, that must be minimal. This is a 9, that must be maximal. These actually are 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, definite. on the white the white line. Sorry, the white, what was it? A streak of light, a beam of light. Now, these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are 9, 8, 7 up at the top. These are 1, 2, 3, and these are 1, 2, 3. And there we go. Once we obey these pencil marks, this whole rule about the... Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I was just going to say the rule will have been obeyed and we can forget about it, to be honest, now that we've put these pencil marks in the grid. So, the rest is kind of crop key Sudoku. Let's see how we get on with that. We've got a 2, 3, 4 triple in row jobby. Row 7. 1, 2, 3 there. This black dot is 4 and 8, isn't it? Yeah, it must be. And this one is the same because it's got 1, 2, 3 in the box. Right, so, oh, that can't be 8 because of the 7, 8, 9 triple. That's very straightforward. 4, 8. This is 9 in this row because it can't be in box 6. So 9 goes there. This is now a 5, 6, 7 triple. Now on this white dot, I've done this recently before. If you get a triple there, this has to be just one outside that gang. So it's 4 or 8 touching 5 or 7. It's a little hard to see with the purple, but there we go. Now, 4, 8, 1, 2, 3, 7 and 9 must be in these cells. So 5 and 6 are up here. I know which one is consecutive to 4 because I'm a all-told genius. Now, 1, 2, 3 there. 2 is on the white dot, so that's not. This is a bigger number. Well, that can't be a 1 anymore. Actually, 1 can never go in a sandwich of white dots that see each other, so, or of any dots, any coloured dots. So this is 4 or 6 now on the black dot. This is odd. Can't be 3, 5, 7 or 9. Now what about this sequence in a box where we're using only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Actually there are various ways of doing that. This pair, ooh, I was gonna say that it uses a 7 as its odd number. That's not necessarily true. Where should I be looking next? 8. There's an 8 in one of those cells. 4, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3. This pair has a 2 on it. That's not very exciting. 5, 6, 7, 9. There's a 1 somewhere on this. It's odd to have it repeating on what looks like a Renban line to me, but it's not a Renban line. It's just a refracted prism color. Now, I should be able to do something else very quickly, I'm sure. What is it? Is it down here? Down there? Down here? 2 black dots in this column. Right, this one can't be 1, 2 or 2, 4 because one of those digits has to go here. Oh, there it is. There's a 1, 2, 3 triple looking at that cell. That's better. 4 there, and this now can't be 2 because of the 1, 2, 3 triple. That's 8. 7 or 9 there. Now this is going to help, I think. Those become 2, 3. Now this can't be 1, 2, 2, 4 or 3, 6. This is 4, 8 as well. So many of the antimatter dots in this puzzle are. It's probably significant in terms of the physics. That's a 7. What's this pair? Doesn't have an 8 or a 4 in it. It could be 1, 2 or it could be 3, 6, I think. Don't see why either of those are definitely ruled out. Ah, that's become a 7, so this is 8. That fixes 9 and 8 at the top. That is not a 7. That's not a 7. It's also not a 9, so that's a 6. Now I've got a 7, 9 pair in this row. Then 6 in this row can't be on the white dot. It's on the black dot. 6, 3 there. 1, 2 there. This, Let's just be careful about this. This could be 1, 2 or 4. That can still be 1 because these don't see each other, so no problem there. 3, 6 on the white dot can't be 3. That's 6. Touching 5 or 7. 3 there looks all the way up to the top of the grid and gets that to be a 2. Hitting a 4, we get 8 there. This can't be 5. This box still not really giving up its secrets. This is interesting. Can't be 1, 2, 3, 5, 4 or 8. That's a 6, 7 pair. We must have 6 on the black dot, not 7. That's become 9. That's 7. Ooh, lots getting done here. These can't be 7 or 9 now. They're a 5, 6 pair. These are from 1, 2, 3, which are becoming a problem suddenly. 7 there, 8 here, 9 there. So most of this light beam is done now. That 9 fixes this to be a 7. 2, 4, 8, 7, 9, 3. 1, 5, 6 to go. That's 1 or 5. 6 is placed there. This, no, not that yet. 6 looking down at the white beam of light. This is now a 9, 5 pair. This is an 8, 4 pair. 4 on the dot. Gives 3 or 5. Not resolved. That's become a 1. This is 5. 1 or 2 there. We're placing 4. That's good on the black dot. Gives us... Yeah, that is right. Just checking. That's not a 1. 2 is on the white dot. I said that earlier. So that's 3. That's 2. That's 3. This is not 3. One of those is 3. I'll come back to that. 4 in this row. That places 1... 7 and 2. I think we're sort of finishing off now. We've got a 1 in the corner. We've got a 3 in the top corner. So even in this antimatter debacle, we have a party. 9, 8. We've got a 5, 6 pair there. That's become 3. That's 5. We've got a 2 to fill in here. Now, just the colours to finish off. Hang on. 9 fixes 7. 9, 4, 7, 8. 9, 7, 8. We've got 1, 2, and 3 again to put in this column. And in this column, one of the... 5 can't be on the black dot. So 5 is there. That's good. 6 now is on the black dot. So it's a 6, 3 black dot. And this must be 2 touching 3. There we go. And that's going to finish us off. And that is not too bad at all. No problems fixing your dark matter and antimatter problems, 99% sneaky. I think you're only 98% sneaky this time. But there we go. That's the solution. You have correctly deciphered the text on the whiteboard. We actually get a congratulations message. That's cool. And there we go. That's not too bad today at all. That's, genuinely approachable maybe. Certainly quite approachable. I suppose I'd do it in 5 or 6 minutes if it was genuinely approachable. That's taken me just over 14. But not too bad at all. It took me just a moment or two to see the halving of that and the how to count the size of this. That is often the way. With puzzles with maximum and minimum restrictions, you have to kind of find a way, the right buckets to add up the numbers in, and that was the wrong buckets, whereas that and that was the right buckets this time. There we go. That is amplification. I wonder if there'll be more mishaps puzzles along the way. Thanks for watching, and thanks for having a go at the puzzle if you did. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.